6 unexpected hobbies that add 10 years to your life after 70. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. We're all about living healthier, happier, and longer, especially in our golden years. If you're new here, I'm so glad you've joined us. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive into today's topic. 6 unexpected hobbies that add 10 years to your life after 70. Yes, you heard that right. Hobbies. Not pills, not diets, but fun, meaningful activities that can literally help you live longer and feel amazing. You know, when I was chatting with my neighbor Linda the other day, she's 72 and glowing. She told me something that stuck with me. She said, I used to think retirement meant slowing down, but picking up a new hobby changed everything. I feel like I'm 50 again. And Linda's not alone. Science backs this up. Studies show that staying active mentally and socially can add years to your life. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? Today, I'm going to share 6 hobbies you might not expect. Things you can start today, no matter where you live, whether it's Ohio, London, or Sydney. These aren't your typical join a gym tips. They're unique, doable, and honestly a lot of fun. I'll tell you why they work, how they boost your health, and share stories from folks just like you who tried them. Plus, I've got examples to make it super clear how to get started. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee if you're like me, and let's explore these life-changing hobbies together. By the end of this video, you'll have ideas to spark joy and maybe even add a decade to your life. Sound good? Let's get to it. Hobby number 1, storytelling or memoir writing. Let's kick things off with something I think everyone should try. Storytelling or memoir writing. Now, before you say, I'm no writer, hear me out. This isn't about publishing a bestseller. It's about putting your life stories on paper, whether for your grandkids, your friends, or just yourself. Why does this add years to your life? Writing engages your brain like nothing else. A 2020 study from the University of Cambridge found that creative writing boosts memory and reduces stress. 2 big factors in aging well. Plus, it gives you a sense of purpose, which doctors say is key to longevity. When you write about your life, you're reflecting, processing, and celebrating who you are. That's powerful. Take my friend George from Chicago. At 74, he started jotting down stories from his childhood, like the time he snuck into a baseball game with his brother. He wasn't sure anyone would care, but his daughter loved reading them. Now, he hosts a monthly storytelling night at his community center, sharing tales with neighbors. George says, I feel sharper and I laugh more. It's like I'm reliving the best parts of my life. He's even lost a few pounds because he's so energized. How to start? You don't need fancy tools. Grab a notebook or use your computer. Write 1 story a week, maybe about your first job or a favorite holiday. If writing feels tough, try recording yourself talking, then transcribe it. There are free apps like Otter that can help. Join a local writing group or an online one like Storyworth to share your work. It's a great way to connect with others. 2. This hobby ties right into hashtag life lessons and hashtag timeless wisdom. Your stories are wisdom for the next generation. Plus, it's low cost and you can do it anywhere. Who knows? You might inspire someone else to live a little longer. 2. Hobby number 2, urban gardening, even in small spaces. Next up is urban gardening. I know what you're thinking. I don't have a big backyard. But trust me, you don't need one. This hobby is about growing herbs, flowers, or veggies in pots, window boxes, or even vertical planters if you're in an apartment. Gardening is a longevity superstar. A 2023 study in The Lancet showed that regular gardeners over 70 had lower rates of heart disease and better mental health. Digging in the soil releases serotonin, a feel-good chemical, and you're moving your body without even noticing. Plus, eating homegrown tomatoes? That's a win for hashtag healthy aging. I met Susan, a 71-year-old from London, who started growing basil and mint on her balcony. She told me, I used to feel lonely after my husband passed, but tending to my plants gives me something to look forward to now. She swaps herbs with neighbors and even teaches kids in her building how to plant seeds. Susan's blood pressure is down and she's made new friends. Talk about hashtag elderly wisdom in action. How to start. Start small with a few pots. Basil, rosemary, or marigold are easy. Check out YouTube tutorials or books like The Urban Gardener by Matt James for tips. If mobility is an issue, use raised planters or ask a family member to help set up. Local garden centers in places like Seattle or Manchester often have free workshops. 2. Bonus. Gardening gets you outside, soaking up vitamin D, which is great for your bones. This hobby is all about hashtag senior health and hashtag motivation. It's you nurturing life and feeling proud when those plants bloom. Hobby number 3, chair yoga. Okay, hobby number 3 is chair yoga. If you've never tried yoga because you think it's for young folks doing headstands, chair yoga will change your mind. It's gentle, done seated or using a chair for support, and perfect for anyone over 70. Why does it add years? Chair yoga improves flexibility, reduces joint pain, and lowers stress. A 2022 study from the Mayo Clinic found that seniors doing yoga twice a week had better balance and fewer falls, a huge deal for staying independent. It also calms your mind, which is key for hashtag healthy aging. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to feel a little more limber? My cousin Margaret, who's 76 and lives in Sydney, started chair yoga after knee surgery. She was skeptical at first, saying, "I'm too old for this." But after a few classes, she was hooked. She told me, "I sleep better, and I can walk the park without my cane some days." Now, she does online classes with a group from her church, and they laugh through the sessions. That's hashtag life-changing right there. How to start? Look for free chair yoga videos on YouTube. Channels like Yoga with Adriene have great ones. Or check community centers. Places like libraries in Ohio or village halls in the UK often host classes. All you need is a sturdy chair. Try 10 minutes a day, focusing on deep breaths and gentle stretches. If you got arthritis, talk to your doctor first. But most moves are super safe. This hobby screams hashtag advice for elderly and hashtag inspirational quotes. Every stretch is a step towards stronger you. Hobby number 4, learning a musical instrument, even simple ones. Number 4 is learning a musical instrument. Don't worry, I'm not saying you need to master the violin. Think ukulele, harmonica, or even a handheld drum. Music is magic for your brain and soul. Studies from Harvard in 2021 showed that learning an instrument after 70 boosts cognitive function and delays memory decline. It's like a workout for your mind. Plus, music lifts your mood. Playing a tune can feel like hashtag greatest quotes in song form. And if you join a group, you're building friendships, which doctors say is as important as exercise for longevity. Take Bob, a 73-year-old from Denver. He picked up a ukulele on a whim after seeing a street performer. Bob said, "I was terrible at first, but now I play Somewhere Over the Rainbow for my grandkids." He joined a local music club, and they jam every Thursday. Bob's sharper, happier, and even his doctor noticed his blood pressure's better. That's hashtag wisdom in action. How to start? Pick something simple. Ukuleles are affordable, around $30, and easy to learn with online tutorials like Ukulele Underground. Harmonicas are even cheaper. Practice 15 minutes a day, and don't stress about being perfect. Check out community music groups or apps like Musician for Lessons. If you're in a place like Austin or Bristol, there's probably a jam session nearby. This hobby is all about hashtag motivation and hashtag life lessons. Every note you play is a little victory. Hobby number 5. Volunteering for a cause. Hobby number 5 is volunteering. Now, this isn't just a hobby. It's a way to give back and feel alive. Whether it's helping at a food bank, reading to kids, or mentoring someone, volunteering keeps you connected. A 2024 study from UCLA found that seniors who volunteer regularly have lower rates of depression and live longer. It gives you purpose, gets you moving, and builds community. All pillars of hashtag healthy aging. Plus, helping others feels good, like living out hashtag inspirational quotes every day. I know a woman named Helen, 70, from Manchester. She started volunteering at a local animal shelter, walking dogs twice a week. Helen told me, "I lost my spark after retiring, but those dogs gave it back." She's fitter from the walks, and the shelter staff treat her like family. Helen says she's never felt younger. How to start? Think about what you love. Animals, kids, history? Check sites like Volunteer Match in the US or NCVO in the UK for opportunities. Start small, maybe a few hours a month. If mobility is a concern, try virtual volunteering, like tutoring online. Your local church or library might have ideas, too. This hobby's pure hashtag elderly wisdom. Sharing your heart keeps it young. Hobby number 6, photography, even with your phone. Finally, number 6 is photography. You don't need a fancy camera. Your smartphone works just fine. Photography gets you noticing beauty, whether it's a sunset, your grandkids, or a flower in the park. Why does it help you live longer? A 2023 study in Psychology Today found that creative hobbies like photography reduce stress and improve memory. It keeps your brain active, noticing details and patterns. Plus, it's active. You're walking, exploring, maybe chatting with folks about what you're snapping. That's hashtag Senior Health Gold. My friend Diane, 75, from Seattle, started taking photos after her husband gave her a basic camera. She said, "I used to rush through life, but now I stop to see the world." Her Instagram's full of beach shots and coffee shop moments, and she's even sold a few prints at a local fair. Diane's happier, and her doctor says her stress levels are way down. How to start? Use your phone's camera. iPhones and Androids have great ones. Watch YouTube tutorials on framing shots, or join a local photography club. Try themes like nature or family to stay inspired. Share your photos with friends or on social media for fun. Apps like Snapseed make editing easy. This hobby's all about hashtag life-changing and hashtag best quotes. Every photo captures a moment of joy. So there you have it, friends. 6 unexpected hobbies that can add 10 years to your life after 70. Storytelling, urban gardening, chair yoga, learning an instrument, volunteering, and photography. Each one's a little gift to your body, mind, and soul. They're not just about living longer. They're about living better, with joy, purpose, and connection. I think about folks like George, Susan, and Diane, and it reminds me of something my grandma used to say, "You're never too old to try something new." That's hashtag timeless wisdom right there. These hobbies aren't hard to start, and they don't cost much. But the payoff? Feeling stronger, sharper, and more connected to the world around you. Here's my challenge for you. Pick one of these hobbies and give it a try this week. Maybe write a short story, plant some herbs, or snap a photo of something beautiful. Let me know how it goes in the comments. I read every single one, and I love hearing your stories. And if you've got a hobby that's changed your life, share below. We're all in this together, inspiring each other to live our best lives. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and share it with a friend. It means the world to the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring that bell, so you never miss a tip for hashtag healthy aging or hashtag life lessons. We've got more wisdom coming your way. Until next time, keep shining, keep trying new things, and here's to adding those extra years with a smile. Take care, my friends.